I would be very reluctant actually to describe the incidents that you mentioned specifically to them. There are a number of groups operating in Libya. Some of them, claim affiliation with ISIS and so on. But I would be rather reluctant. It seems to me there's so much chaos in Libya, and there's so many in different groups operating independently. Some of them engaging in outright banditry. That I think we should be very careful to assign those to any kind of organized group. It seems to me there's a lot of kind of individual targeting of individuals and institutions by different individuals and groups within Libya. But I should say, on the other hand, of course, particularly the West and particularly the United States and groups in the United States have really seen this in a sense, have targeted this or have described it as an organized attack by ISIL and so on. I'm a bit more reluctant. I think there's a lot of chaos there, and so a lot of more individual responses. I don't think so. In part because they, both have different, and certainly the group in Tripolitania, shows some affiliation with some of the Islamist interests that are being expressed by some of these more radical groups. So I would be very surprised. I think there is a commonality that they share, and that either group is, of course, interested in a kind of a united Libya, and I think any group, and particularly outside groups, would be seen as very suspicious. But so a cooperation against these groups eventually, probably down the road. But remember, this is still a very, very chaotic country. There are a lot of things need to happen before the Libyans, either side, really has a capability and a capacity to do much against some of these radical groups, which, as you said, have gathered in Derna. And so Derna has become this kind of hotspot for radical Islamism in the region.